I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but we've actually been making a ton of progress around here. The OBS, the daily driver, the Ford back there is damn near ready for paint. I almost forgot we got a project that's not even in the shop that I'm completely in love with, and we haven't seen in quite a while. So this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, we're taking a ride over there and we're going to check out the 65. So for all you guys that don't know or may have forgotten or whatever it may be, in the back corner of the shop, where all the parts of the Ford are sitting now, sat my 1965 C10. Short bed, fleet side, small back window, 350 4-speed, just an all-around cool truck. We've had it for 13 years, I believe. It's been sitting back there for 6 or 7 because it got hit pretty hard. It's the reason I hate Honda Odysseys. Not the only reason, but the biggest reason. So we had been trying to figure out how to get it fixed for years. I bought a bunch of different stuff for it over the years. I was going to do it. Finally figured it might be a little bit out of my comfort zone. So we branched out, reached out to some people. We've had a couple guys come and look at it, 2 guys to be specific, and they both know each other, work together. And Joe was a guy that was able to take the job on. So sweet. He only lives about 10 minutes from me. He does work out of his house and whatnot, and he did the floors on old Wade's truck, which is convenient because he lives about 3 minutes from old Wade. But we dropped the truck off there. You guys saw the video of us driving it over there and everything. And he said, well, about 2 months or so. So, it's been not even 2 months, but he, I talked to him a couple weeks ago. I was over at Jay's. He's also doing some work on that 50 Mercury for Jay. And said everything was going good. He got things taken apart. He had to cut the door off, I believe. It was pretty bad. And well, he said as far as he could see, everything's gonna be fine. Cool. He got everything apart, and one of the things we were worried about is the frame, because it got hit pretty hard broadside. The chick was doing about 60 or 70 when she smacked us. So I don't care what it's made out of. That could do some damage. So he sent me a text, a couple pictures, and said, "Hey man, this frame don't look that good. I got some ideas. I want to talk about it. Can you come by? We'll check it out together and see where we got to go from here." So that's what we're doing. Hopefully, wow, that guy almost got smacked. People, I'll tell you what, everybody's in a hurry to go nowhere, you know. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. He did also say, hey, anytime you want to come by, you can check it out. If you want to film, that's cool. You know, he think about starting his own little YouTube thing or something like that. So cool, man. Let's do that. So once we get settled in and all there, go talk to him, see what's going on, show you guys where he's at with the truck, and well, maybe you'll see what we're talking about. And I'm hoping, I guess best case scenario is like an hour or something like that, 2 hours, whatever, on a frame straightener. And worst case scenario is we got to find another frame. Neither one of them are impossible, but neither one of them are something I'm looking forward to. So we will. I'll let you know when we find out. All right, guys, we're over here at Joe's place, and you see he did a hell of a lot more work to this thing than I did in the last couple of years, and he's only had it a couple weeks, so definitely not upset about that. This can be a little upsetting. Is you see the frame here? We just pointed this out. So, like he was just telling me, this bar here is supposed to be on an angle, so don't pay attention to that, but you can look and you see this side comes up and it's kind of this way, and even a little bit on this side of the frame, which is obviously not what you want. If you guys remember, there was some super thick diamond plate that was like upside down for a bed floor, and you can see it kind of did a number inside this wheel tub here. And what he's saying, it makes sense. He thinks that that plate did not do us any favors and made it so rigid that it twisted the frame. Whereas if it was a wooden bed, it probably would have just splintered or bent or whatever. And well, nothing we could really do about that. The farmer before us put that in there. So no real surprises here. The tailgate's legit. That panel's legit. These rails are tweaked and bent up and beat up. That's savable. We'll see what we have to come up with there, but show you what we got going on in the cab, because there's some stuff there that's worse than I thought, but I think I might have been trying to be optimistic about it, and that's why I didn't realize how bad it was. But well, I haven't seen this side of the seat in about 8 or 9 years, but this here is just demolished, right? It was hit hard, guys. You can kind of see it goes in real bad. You can see more from the back, but trying to reshape all this here. Yeah, and I have the outer panel that I bought, which we knew was bad, but this inner structure is so damaged. He was beating on it, cutting on it, quarter power, all that kind of stuff to finally get this thing off. And you can see, so this is just incredible. If you look at this, for this to bend like this ain't no beer cans, guys. So this is not great. But the rest of the cab is legit. So, when I said not only is it straight, it's solid. Remember, it's a California truck. And out here on the right coast, that makes a difference. So, we've got some ideas, we've got some options we're talking about. But they don't make this inner structure for this cab like they do the outer. They just started making the outer one a couple years ago, so we definitely we're gonna need some parts, because I do have the rockers, so you know those are rolled over and stuff. That's what it is, but this whole structure is a problem. It's not just a cosmetic issue. So I'll bring it around the other side. I'll show you what I was saying, how far it was pushed in. I probably should have seen it in the first place, but you stand right here and you see where that rocker starts off at, which is like right here, and look where it ends up, guys. That's supposed to be straight. See right here, it's a straight line. So yeah, the frame is a problem. This is also a little bit of a problem here, so we got some shopping to do, is what we're looking at. So if you guys are watching and you got something that's got a straight frame on it, and even if your cab is rusted, as long as that part is good, hit me up. And I'm interested in a road trip or whatever I need to do to make it work. And you know, even we'll see what you got. Maybe you got something complete and it's just rusty. I don't care, as long as you're not trying to get, have me pay off your house for picking it up. So that's what we're looking for. It's not the worst news in the world. Could have been better, but guys, from the get-go, we thought that this guy was, the whole bed was sitting up like that, and I was hoping it was just these bed mounts. I My buddy Jason told me from the second it happened, this frame's twisted, and I didn't doubt him. I was just hoping it wasn't. So here's your update, and not what we wanted to hear, but like I said, it could always be worse. So he's gonna keep pushing on with it, and we're going to do some shopping, both of us, me and Joe both, and maybe we'll hopefully, actually no, hopefully or maybe, we'll come up with a solution and get this guy back on the road. Well, guys, like I said a couple times already, it's not the best news in the world, but it certainly is not the worst. The truck being as solid as it is, that really helps us out. Joe being as optimistic as he is, and looking at some of the other stuff he's worked on, as talented as he is, I'm not really worried about it. He said, ain't nothing to cut in there. He could beat that thing out and on that door sill there, or that door jamb, but it'd be a hell of a lot easier, and probably end up with a better product if we find something that we can cut that part out when welded in there. I say we, I mean him, because you guys have seen my welds. He asked me a couple times. He actually said, "Hey man, if it's not something you want to keep pushing forward with, I get it. Don't think, he's like, I'll just charge you for the labor I did and give you the rest, your deposit back, or whatever it might be." He's like, don't think that that's not a thing. He's just a solid dude, man. So I'm gonna put this thing up like right here. If you need some work done and you're around the area at all, BCS Customs and Creations, I want to say. I might have those backwards, and I'm not going to look it up because I'm driving. But check him out. He's on Facebook, and I said I'll put a link in it and all that kind of stuff. You're not going to find a more honest and open dude when it comes to this kind of stuff. And he does. That's not all he does. He does house improvements. He does all sorts of stuff. He built the shop himself that they're doing the stuff in. Just a good dude, man. So if you guys are looking for the work, it's the kind of guy you want to support. He even said, we're talking, he's like, I'll keep looking on stuff. He found a couple vehicles. He's like, I'll keep looking, you keep looking, we stay in touch. He's like, hell, I don't know about you, but I ain't afraid of road truck. I'll jump in the truck and ride with you. I said, man, that's solid. That's somebody who's doing it because they love it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just in the money, in it for the money. He genuinely wants to see this truck back on the road, and not just this, but everything he works on, everything he has a chance to work on. And I told him the whole story of when it got wrecked in 2016 and the emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
That me and Andrew both dealt with at that time, and still every time I'd see it in the shop, I'd get upset. And part of the reason he's doing the work and not me is I kind of got emotional attachment, which I hate to say, but I don't know. I don't know if I was afraid I was going to screw. This is not good, guys. I'm going to show you this. We're in the ditch, guys. I don't know if you saw that or not, but there's a crane in the ditch. It's a bad day for America right there, right? But yeah, just all about it, man. And I told him it was 20. I said, oh, listen, and I don't usually tell people this because I learned this lesson. People that are doing some work for you, if you tell them you're not in a hurry, that has hurt me on the motor build actually for that truck. And I told that guy that, and he quit carrying altogether. And the same guy had the transmission done on the shovel head, same thing. Kind of pushed it towards the back burner. So I didn't tell him that at first, but now that I know the kind of guy he is, I said, hey man, this was wrecked in 2016. I'm not in a huge rush to get it done. I'm not going to fall off because it's taking longer than it should. And he's like, wow, okay. Well, he's like, man, you know what? You're in it for the long haul? So am I, man. I'm down. He's like, yeah, if we find another frame, we'll put them right next to each other and, see, swap the motors over, whatever, man. So he's got plans for everything, and definitely found the right guy to do this job. Old Wade hooked us up by having him do the floors in his truck, which you guys will see on an upcoming episode. But you know, Old Wade vented him. Vented him. So Old Wade don't let nobody go through the filter, man. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he was solid when I hit him up, and he's proven it all the way through. So we're gonna keep moving forward. He said if we find a long bed, he's like, I ain't scared to cut it and make it a short bed. And we all know that's been done a bunch of times, and I know he can handle it. It would be easier with a short bed, so that's what we're gonna aim for. But hopefully we find something that has. If we can find something that has, I don't even care if the cab's solid. I'd rather it not be, because mine is. And just as long as that sill or that jam is good, we'll use that. A solid frame, straight, and a wheel tub, and a couple of little things would be great. And that's really all I'm looking for. So most of the things that are out there for $1,000 to $1,500 that I've seen in the past will work. The trick is, are they still there? And did the prices go up with the change of times, right? Who knows? But we'll keep you guys posted. If you guys see something out there, put the email down here, shoot us a link for it, and you guys can help us out too, man. And, you know, if you guys help us out and we get this thing back on the road, because you helped us find something, there's going to be some compensation in it. Probably not just some stickers, you know what I'm saying? But I would definitely appreciate the help. I guess that's all I can ramble on about. I got a million things going through my head right now. I'm kind of glad I didn't pull the trigger on something I was looking at, because I might need that money now. But that will be alright. It just grows on trees anyways. Remember what they say, guys. If you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. Sometimes that work is finding the right guy for the job, making some tough decisions, and doing some online shopping. Thanks for watching, guys.